Cashless society is coming. Gina, honey, there'll never be a cashless society that will ever come. Well, there will be a cashless society. Does that mean cash will completely disappear? No, it's not going to completely disappear. Hello, good morning, Dragonfly. It means that you will have limited use with your cash. Hello, Apple Brooks, honey. You won't be able to, like, which I found out, even though I have cash and I have credit cards. Let me flip it around. When we went into the airport, my daughter wanted to get a bottle of water. So I said, I got all these ones in my wallet. No, no. Gina, you may have all those ones in your wallet, honey, but you ain't getting no water out of this machine unless you have a credit card to use or a gift card, unless you can tap that screen. No cash was accepted. And I saw that throughout the airport in certain areas, it did. And I thought, well, what about those people who want to just spend cash? And sometimes I just want to spend cash, you know. I don't want my purchases tracked. I don't. So I'll use cash. Well, if I wanted some water, um, good morning, Debbie McClure. Good morning, Mickey, honey. You're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. That's right. We got it. You all. We got a new subscriber, M. That's right. Welcome. Good morning, everyone. Hello there, Rainbow Turtle. Um, if I wanted water, or if my daughter wanted water, it was the credit card, and also at some of the gas pumps. Well, Gina, if you go to a gas pump, you're going to stick that credit card in there. Well, I know I would. I would. But this is, it's wild. And my husband got an email this morning from, I think he said one of the hotels that we stayed in that he booked for us on the way down here with his points. I don't know if it was the Holiday Inn or something. It says we have now gone completely cashless. If you want to use the things, and some of the soft drinks machines and had the water in them in the hotel, you couldn't use cash. You had to use your credit card. And it's true. You really are on what you can get if you don't have a, a digital means of paying. That's right. Um, Bilal William, honey, yes, it's here. They've been preparing for it a long time. It doesn't mean that cash will completely disappear, but you're going to be severely limited on the things you can do. And where was it? If you've been in the Walmart or any other stores, like grocery stores or something, you'll notice the machines, the cashiers, the self-checkouts and stuff, they'll say card only, no cash accepted. And it's literally like, you know how they talk about soft disclosure for UFOs and things like that? It's like it's a soft disclosure for this cash. It's slowly been coming, slowly introducing the people to it so they can get acclimated. You're going to get acclimated with your cashless society. They can't do it all at once. I thought that a long time ago. You know how they said just pay your bills online. Pay your bills online. That way you don't have to mail it in the mail. I thought about it years and years ago. I thought, I'm not doing that. I'm not paying my bills online. Automatically take it out. I want to pay them with whatever. But now it's becoming harder. And they even reward you. You get a discount if you pay everything online. If you go to your insurance company, if you go paperless, we'll give you an even more discount. See, it's all these incentives to go paperless, physical stuff that you can touch. Hello there, Builder Spring. Um, yeah, good morning. Good morning, everyone. You pay every bill with a debit card. Yeah, it's true. My husband handles all the bills in the house. when we were when we were younger and I was raising the children and he was off in the military, I did it all. He didn't know how to do anything. Even when we moved back here, I handled all the bills. But now he does it, and I don't even know what's going in and what's going out. I don't. But it's okay. Good morning, everyone. It's so nice to be home. Let me ring my wind chimes. This is my dad. This is my Auntie Kathleen, the one who said, I hope he falls and busts his nose when he climbs on that pulpit. That's my Auntie Kathleen's wind chimes next to my dad. Um, all right. I'm giving myself a hot flash, you all. Did I let Kitty sleep? Rosie, well, she woke up and she got really wound up. She wanted to run around. You can go ahead and you can run around. Yeah. So I can't walk that way, you all. It disconnected me. So a cashless society. Yeah. They said straight up, somewhere in time, we want to follow the CHYNAOID credit system, EODJT. Yes, that's right. And if you think about it, you're already participating in it when you use a credit card, when you use a debit card, you're already participating in it. But see, you can only go so far, so far. And then there's going to be that red line right in front of you. It literally will be. It'll be right there. And you'll say, you know what? I'm not crossing that line because you're not chipping me. You're not putting it in my hand. You're not putting it in my head. There, the line will be drawn for many of us. Will say no, that you went too far. Really, because you're going to be tagged like cattle, and that's not nice. I don't like to see the cattle with the tags in their ear. I don't. And we already microchip our pets. My pet is not microchip, but you know, your pets are tracked too. And if you're a prisoner, people in the jail cells, or if you get out on whatever, you got a thing around your ankle that you put your pants on so you can't see these celebrities who got in-home whatever around their ankle so they can be tracked too. It would be awful if you had it around your neck. It'd be really bad. Gina, honey, what are you talking about? Good morning. A cashless society is coming, and some would say that it's already here. I will say it's already here. It's not fully locked down to where if you don't have whatever, you're not going nowhere. But you probably will see the day when it is like that. And then you're just going to have to learn how to survive. You are. It's going to be rough and tough. There'll probably be a whole lot less people on the earth, less human beings, which will make it easier for the system to be fully implemented. There'll be a lot less human beings. And you may be one of them. I may be one of them. Yeah, they want to put it in your hand. Yeah, because it's easy. So they take you through the motion. See, right now, I was trying to use a gas pump. I forget where it was. And I thought, well, it didn't accept my card. And I didn't see the thing that you can, I don't do the slide. You know, you can't, they got the slide still for the side of the magnetic strip. And then they implemented the chip in your card to where you insert the chip. And now they got it to where you tap it. See, they're getting you used in the motion of just moving your hand like that. Just like that, baby steps. A slow disclosure like UFOs and stuff. Slowly get you used to tapping your card. And even at the airport, it's the QR code for the airline tickets. I did the paper because I thought I don't have an Apple Pay thing on my phone or anything like that. Chips are already in all the cards. That's right, Dennis, honey. They are. You just don't want it, but that's not enough for them with that, right? Good morning, everyone. You tuning in? The Cashless Society is coming. There are many who would say that it's here. We know we got the crypto market. We do. And the crypto market is just like the stock market. It's up and running. You got company stocks. You've got I don't know. I don't know all about it. I used to watch it. I used to listen to that stuff years and years and years ago. Watch the stock market go up and down and see what they all had to say. Same way with the digital. It's up and going, and you're not going to bring it down. You're not. I'm just going to tell you right now, we can fight up against it. No, you're not going to bring it down. It's much bigger than you. Everything's going to be playing out the way that it's talked about. It's been predicted. It has. It's prophecy. Um, it is. It's prophecy. It's in the Bible. If you believe in the book of Revelation, you don't even have to believe in the book of Revelation. You don't even have to look in there. You can look around and see. It's like the Borg. Everybody's a one hive mind. It's here. You're not stopping it. You're not. Gina, you can stop it. No, I cannot stop it. I'm an earthling. I'm just somebody on earth. I'm a spirit in this body. I can't stop that. I can't stop what's been put in motion by the higher powers, the higher realm. No, I cannot. It's going to play out, so I guess they can cleanse the earth. The earth is going to get cleansed. The earth is going to get harvested. They're going to do it, and it's got to play out. It's got to play out. Yeah. What we can do at this point, be strong on the inside right here. You've got to be strong. You've got to be grounded in love. God is love right there. That's the frequency that's going to keep you. It's going to keep you and protect you. You're going to have the strength to keep going. You're going to have the peace. You're going to have that balance within. But if you start tuning into that negative stuff, you're going to go down like that. And then you ain't going to be able to think straight. Your thoughts are going to be all over the place. And then these entities out there, these negative entities, these bad aliens, interdimensional beings, demons, whatever you want to call them, they're going to gravitate to you because they're a low vibration also. They're negative. So when you start thinking about all this negative stuff, you start letting these feelings of anger and hatred and jealousy and your fits of rage and bitterness and stuff start swelling up inside of you. They're going to come right to you because they're a low vibration also. Those feelings that you got on the inside of you, that's a low vibration. And you know that they're doing everything they can to keep our frequency low. It's like, how low can you go? No, you don't want to buy into that. It's a trap. Every time you dwell on all that negative stuff, focus on that, and you let those feelings of anger and stuff swell up in you, and then you give them a place inside your heart. You all, this is true. No, your frequency. You're not going to be able to rise above a certain frequency. And these other people who are a low vibration, these demons, these bad aliens, you're right there with them. Right there with them. You know, you want to survive. You do. You want to make a difference, and you want to be able to encourage people to keep their vibration up. There's got to be people on this earth, you all. We can't all be going negative, going down into a downward spiral, because we're not going to be able to be any good for one another. We need healing on the inside of us. We need to be reminded we got to stay strong because we know what's coming. It's a big train wreck. It's coming. You don't want to take yourself out before your time. You don't. You don't want to willingly allow them to get inside your head, get inside your heart, make you get angry and everything, and you no longer enjoy your life. You no longer enjoy your life. Gina, you talking about a cashless society? Yes, I am. A cashless society. If you think about it, you start getting angry about it. Don't don't let that set in your bosom. Okay? Don't let that set in your bosom, in your chest. Don't even go to sleep when you're angry. Do not let the sun go down on you when you're angry. There's scripture about that. You go look it up. If you want to be a Bible fearing person, go look it up in the Bible. No, don't do it. You're not going to do yourself no good. You're not going to be any good to anybody else. We're headed toward very turbulent times, a cashless society. That's right. We got it going, you all. And it wasn't our choosing to create it. It wasn't. You'll either participate or you won't. You know what it says. You will not be able to buy, you will not be able to sell unless you have the mark. You won't. You'll have to make do. You won't be able to participate in the greater society. You may not even be able to travel. You may not be able to get your car, buy a car or anything. None of the things you do today, you may not be able to do it if you're not a willing participant in this thing that's going to allow everybody to do it. Because without it, you ain't going to be doing nothing in that society. You be like an outcast, kind of like the Hunger Games, I guess. Um, Gina, honey, this is gloom and doom. No, it's not. It's not. I went to the airport. I had to use a credit card. I didn't even like to do it. It was just a $3 bottle of water. I didn't want to use the credit card, but I made sure I used my husband's. It was going to get hacked into. You're going to get hacked into his. Yes, you are. We got to be prepared 24/7. Put on that full armor of God. Really, put it on. Don't take it off. Do not take it off. Don't think I'm strong enough. I don't need it. Okay, you go ahead. We'll see how strong you are. We'll see how strong you are if you're not fully aware, and if you ain't got that love resonating on the inside of your being, you ain't going to make it. You're not going to make it. Gina, that's your personal opinion. That's my personal opinion. I wholeheartedly believe that with all my heart inside of here. I've looked around and I've seen people who do not have that love frequency coming from them. They may say they have it, but when it comes right down to it, if they're not grounded, if they're not a peaceful person, loving person and stuff like that, they have the tendencies to go toward the other way, and life becomes a whole lot more difficult to navigate. It does. I've seen it. Seen it. No, you wanna stay happy. You do. You want to stay happy. You want to focus on the good things. You want to enjoy your life. You want to be able to look outside. Say, look at that beautiful. It's hard. It's hard to tune the world out. Be in the world, but not of the world. Okay. You can still enjoy your life. See, I enjoyed my life with my daughter. A spur of the moment, went out there, tuned out all the negative, and it was wonderful. I literally felt at peace. You can tune it out. You can be aware of what's going on, because there's a whole lot of bad stuff going on. You are a cashless society. That's right. It's here. It's increasing. It's like a soft disclosure. But really, at the end of it, who is going to be, there's got to be something at the top that will have absolute authority over this type of society, that it can be regulated. Absolute. Right now, you can't get to a human on the phone. You can't. It's all digital. When I was trying to pay for something at the Walmart, I paid for gas with this one credit card the whole way down, but then I started paying for something, and I'm sorry, your purchase was canceled. So I called on the phone. It was the computer, and it kept asking me my social over and over and over and over. It kept asking me my phone number or whatever over and over and over. I'm sorry, I did not understand. Could you repeat that? What are the last four digits of your card? I kept doing it. I'm sorry, I cannot understand. Would you repeat that? Or could you use the number pad? I kept doing it over and over, and I thought, you know what? You are in a loop. There's nothing wrong with my connections. So I hung it up. I called back, and I thought, that entity on the other end, there is a frequency. There's a negative entity out there. Travels through the electrical currents. It asked me again. I guess I must have got a different entity. Please enter your whatever. Okay, I'll put you to a whatever. And it was fine. It was fine. I said, I'm traveling. But yeah, I thought, this is weird. You're not recognizing the numbers that I'm pushing in, and you're not recognizing my voice. It did it on purpose. It wasn't a good feeling, but I thought, you know what? I'm still going to hang in there, because you're not going to be allowed to do this to me. You got to do that. You got to get done. You can do it. That's right. Thank you, Bilal. So you are a cashless society. And already, you can use this, a lot of these tokens and stuff in the digital market that's out there. When you think of cryptocurrency, it's not just Bitcoin, it's not just Ethereum, it's not just Cardano, it's not just XRP, it's not just HBAR, VET, all these other things. No, it's literally like a stock market of digital currency. Bitcoin just happens to be the one that was 60 some odd $1,000 for one Bitcoin. No, it's everything. They're trying to slowly acclimate people. Okay, you go ahead and talk. It is here, you all. We got the apps on our phone. If you don't download a certain app, you can't use whatever. Even on my phone, and I did not even do it. The bank that I bank at, somehow it showed up on my phone, pay with this. And I thought, I didn't stick that on there. I did not stick that image of my credit card on here in the digital form to where it would do whatever, but it got on there somehow. And you may think, well, I'm not being tracked. I can do this, and you are being tracked. If you go out and you buy a phone, you got to have some type of identification. You got to write something down there, some information, even if you do it by paper, and it's going into the system. And that phone has that little thing inside the phone. It's tagged to you wherever you go. It doesn't matter if your phones are turned off, you all. There's something in here you can be tracked. You would have to take your phone and throw it in the pond or something, and then you go way, way away. You'd have to literally, when you talk off grid, get rid of every single thing, and then you might have something in your body and you don't even know that they're tracking you. No, everything you do. When we was in the airplane, I was looking down below and these big houses, these big mansions and stuff, even though they had trees surrounding them, when you're on the surface, you can't see because the trees and everything be just like this. Say you got a house out there in the woods and it's hidden from the road, but up there in the sky, we wasn't even that far up. You can see everything from above, even though you think you're in the middle of nowhere and remote. No, they got drones. They got airplanes. They can see you wherever you are. They got the eyes in the sky. You're not. There's nowhere you can go to where they can't find you. There's nowhere. There's nowhere. They can see everything. And with the UAPs, constant monitoring, like a Skynet, the way we had to get on in the Dallas airport, you had to take the Skylink. You take the Skylink, the Skylink, that reminds me of the Skynet, like on Arnold Schwarzenegger. The Terminator, Skylink. It's all completely automated. Everything is automated, you all. It is. Um, yeah. We got smart dust. Yeah, we got some smart dust in us. We do. Some people got some other stuff in them. But if they want to find you, they're going to find you. It's just that simple. Even if you went underground, they got things that can even see through the walls of your house, the technology. I remember reading about that years ago. You think, well, they can't see inside my house. They got the technology to look inside your house and see who's in there, how many signatures. They can see through your walls. They got the x-ray vision like Superman. Did he have the x-ray vision? So a cashless society is coming, and it's already here. It's like a soft disclosure with the UFOs. Slowly, slowly, slowly introduce the people to them so you can acclimate them, and slowly, slowly, slowly introduce the people to a cashless society by introducing credit cards years and years and years ago, and slowly start cashless, pay your automatic payment for your bills online, and then you can go to the ATM and use your card. Use your card, stick that card in there and get your cash out. Yeah, that's hand in hand. Stick that card in there, boom, take the cash out. See, they can't really track the cash. They can't. But that's where they're gonna come in with the purchases that you use with the digital currency. There is everything you do. It's tracked. You can't get away from it. The computers, the algorithms are controlling everything. There's no getting away from it at all. It leaves more than cookie trails behind you. It does. Gina, that's so scary. Well, don't let it scare you. Don't let it scare you. It doesn't scare me. I know it's coming. I know it's here. I know it's going to get a lot worse. I know what the end game is, and so do a lot of other people. You're going to have something physically in your body because that's it. You won't have to carry around nothing. Nothing. But Gina, that's so scary. Don't let it scare you. I don't agree with it. I don't want to be a tagged piece of property. I don't. The animals are. The cattle are. I'm gonna make it as far as I can on this earth till my time is up. I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna keep on encouraging. I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm supposed to do, and I'm gonna create a buffer around me. I am. Keep that spiritual armor on. Even if you, I was, I was told, even if you, I said, we got to build some boundaries. And I was told this past week, well, you know what some people do? They jump over the boundaries that you put up, and they do. They will jump right over your boundaries that you put all around you. They'll jump over them, or they'll knock them down, is what they'll do. And you know what? If they see your boundaries as obstacles, that's what they're going to do. Boom. You got to be prepared. You really, it's just, you got to be strategically oriented on the inside of you. I'm not going into hiding either. That's why I'm out here public. I don't got nothing to hide. I'm not running from nobody. I'm not. No, I'm going to be right out here. That's the best place to be, right out here in the open. That's right. They can watch every single thing I do, listen to every single thing I say, and that's why I'm not worried about it. I'm not. There's an all-seeing eye. They can watch it. So can you know who can watch it in the spiritual realm. Everything. No, I'm not running. I'm not hiding. I'm not. I'm not going to do none of it. Be right out here. That's why I never got said you need to get off the YouTube. You need to get off the Facebook. You need to go to Rumble. You need to go to the alternative, whatever. Okay. I'm not a follower. I am not a follower. I don't do what other people do. I don't. No. You see that road in front of me? Right there? There's nobody behind me. They might be behind me, but I'm not a follower of people. I'm not going to go with the crowd. And there's a lot of you that you don't go with the crowd. You don't do what other people say because you can think for yourself. You're spiritually in tuned and you're guided. No, we don't. You don't need to follow the crowd. Follow them over the cliff. Follow them in the great big trap that's set in front of them. There's so many people regret closing their accounts because they followed the crowd. They fell into the trap. They did. Fell right into it. They let fear overcome them. No, no, fear is not my master. Fear's not your master either. That's right. So the cashless society is coming, and I like to look at it from a spiritual point of view, but then it's prophesied. It is. It's apocalyptic. Apocalyptic, it's life-changing. It's already changing many people's lives. It is. And you just got to keep going. Don't give up, no matter what. Don't give up. Awareness is preparedness. Just being aware of what's going on and doing what you feel led within your spirit to do, that's good. Don't be letting people tell you what to do, you all. No. You don't you don't need somebody else telling you what to do. Gina, honey, you're telling us what to do. I'm telling you, you don't need someone else to tell you what to do unless you want that type of guidance. You're able to think for yourself. But the day at all, your thoughts will be made known. So you better be very careful of your thoughts. You better start training your mind right now. What was this thing? You get put in jail for premeditated murder. You thought about it in your mind. Boom, you're gone. That's why you gotta hold every thought captive. You all don't let those negative thoughts get in your mind. Don't. They got the technology right now. They already know what you want to buy and stuff. You get advertisements and things like that. It's part of the cashless society. It's about the one world, a new world other. When I was on the airplane, they said they were doing their little talk, the one world something. Welcome to the one world. I can't remember, but they said the one world. I thought, wow. And then the Skylink tram, and it'd be really far to walk. But why did they have to name it Skylink? And then why do you got to have a Starlink? Starlink, Skylink, Skynet. The school systems have Sky something. It was probably around 15 years ago. The school systems, they've got the great big thing. We got some teachers in here. Could you tell me what it is that had the word sky when it comes to the public school systems that they used? Because it's a big database and something where the information goes to there. Yeah, it's all around you all. The one world order. Um, if that's the case, yeah, they can accuse you of anything. Yeah, they can censorship your feelings. Yeah, they can do it all. They can give you a lobotomy if they get that thing in your head. Well, it can cause people to walk, people be able to see, people be able to hear, those who are the deaf, the mute, and everything. It will give them. It's like the Left Behind movies, where the Antichrist comes. It is, and he's in the virtual environment. Remember that? And there's this guy in a wheelchair, and there's this woman who cannot see. But when the Antichrist comes, they are sitting in, they are introduced into this virtual world where they're no longer like that. No longer. That was years and years and years and years ago. I remember my neighbor in Fort Meade, Maryland. That was back in the late 90s. Just like that. Yeah. Um, Bartering, you're going to have to bartering. You're going to have to do it. You're going to have to learn to get along with your neighbors. Um, Learn to work together. You do. The Terminator had the Skynet. It did. I know. I wish I knew the name of the school system, the thing that they use in the school systems, because it had the word sky in it also. You log into it. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but as soon as I seen it, I was reminded of the Skynet in the Terminator, and this was years and years and years ago. It's over 15 years ago. It's been slowly. That's right, Timay. Air conditioning may be AC. Bartering and trading. You trade the goat milk for fruits. That's right. Yeah, I don't got a problem um, doing that. I don't. You got to watch out because some people might try to rip you off. You all. It's a, and they may not. Yeah, they may want to be in part of that society, but they may have that within them where they thinking, I'm going to get what I want from you. They may not do you right, so you got to be careful who you have around you. Yeah. All it takes is one bad apple to spoil it. Just like that. Don't allow the few to separate us, right? Man and machine will never work together when they're mixed together. They have has zero ability to access the others. Humans do. We all have ESP. Well, the thing about the ESP is not everybody has ESP. That is a honed skill. And living in this world the way that we do, it's kind of prohibiting. I would say not even 1% of the humans have the ability to do that. Yeah. So that's not really something that we can do. Yeah, Skylink, that's right, Karen. You never went to many. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people don't watch TV anymore. They don't go to the movies. I don't. I ain't got time for that in my life. I don't want it in my life. I mean, it's nice to sit down and watch a movie. It really is. Well, be careful everything you watch. If you watch things and listen to lots of different people, they too have frequencies. They too have certain mindsets that may not do your mindset any good, really. But they may do your mindset really good because your mind is just like their mind. I'm always going to gravitate toward love, you all. If you're on this YouTube channel, I'm always going to speak from the love inside my heart. I'm not going to encourage violence or anything like that. That's not me. That has never been me. I'm not a violent person, and I'm not going to speak about you need to go out there, you need to uprise and stuff. That is not Gina. No, never has been. It's love. There are people who want to do that for you. That's fine. That's fine, you all. You can find your tribe. You want to go out and do it. Do it. But that's not me, and I'm not going to encourage people to do it. I'm not. I'll stand up for what is right. I will. I'll speak my mind. I'll do it in love. I'll have lines drawn that I will not cross and that I know. If the day ever comes when I have to truly stand and do whatever, I'll do it. I will. No, Gina, honey, you wouldn't last in a world like that. I'd last as long as I'm supposed to. You all, we can't have all angry people. We can't. You cannot have all angry people wanting to go out there and do that. You got to have some peacemakers. You got to have some makers to balance the things out. So you can have both. Calm you down. That's that. So the anger don't take control of you. You all. You got to have the peacemakers. We can do it. Peacemaker. Not everybody's a peacemaker. I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior on the inside, a warrior of love. I mean, it's very strong. But I'm a peacemaker. I can stand my ground. I can let that warrior come out. Stand my ground. I'm not a doormat, you all. You can say that to you. You're not a doormat. You may have love at the center of your being. You may be a peacemaker, but you are also a warrior. And you'll step up to the plate when you're supposed to. Yeah, that's right. We're not doormats. Just because we're peaceful, we got love on the inside. No, we're not. Yeah, we can do it. Oh, we're talking about a Cashless society, Gina, honey. You keep topping up into the spiritual realm. I do. I really do. The Cashless society is here. It's a slow drip. It's coming. It's here. It's been a long time coming. It's been prophesied about as part of the New World Order. The one world. Yeah, I've always felt that it would be a chip. I have. And some people think it's something totally different. Some people say we'll never be here. I'll be raptured out of here by the time something like that happens. I hope you are, if that's what you want. But if you're not, I hope you're prepared on the inside of here. Because the apostles and all those who followed Jesus, they didn't have an easy way. They didn't. They were persecuted, stoned to death. They were a threat to the system. They were. How dare they? How dare they interrupt the system? How dare they speak about love? How dare they care for others? How dare they encourage others that is going against the system? Yeah, it's okay, you all. It is. Yeah. Fad Now is here. It'll eliminate. That's right. I read that a long time ago. Always watching the yard sales and stuff. It will. They're going to make it very difficult for you to exist outside the system. Extremely difficult. Yeah. So get ready for the hard times. It's like the song, the God of the good times. It's the God of the bad times. It's still God of the good times. And the god of the whatever, the valley, the god of the mountain is still god of the valley, the love, the spirit that will lead and guide you. Yeah, it's fine. TV is addictive. That's right. It's addicting as video games. Your cell phone can be so addicted. YouTube can be very addictive. Yeah, to people. Everything in moderation. But when something begins to consume you, you may have went a little bit too deep. You may have to pull back because now you're becoming enmeshed and one with what you're consuming. Really, Gina Honeybug, we're watching you. Well, it hasn't bought you any bad. I'm sure it hasn't created the negativeness within you. Some may differ, Gina. I can't stand you. You're such a negative person. Yeah, because I'm going against that hate inside your heart. So I'm buffering, and you don't like it. I like to bounce up against you. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. That's right, you all. We can do it. It's a cashless society is here. It is, and it's going to further evolve, if we shall use that term, evolving society. And the computers will control everything. It's going to be like the Borg. That Borg is not written about just for make-believe with the Star Trek. It is not. And the hive mentality, just they see Elon Musk said it out of his own mouth. The woman at the World Economic Forum, she said it. Your thoughts will not be your own, even in your workplace. They will know what you're going to think. They're going to know what you're going to think. They're going to know when your body is getting tired, and they're going to turn a knob, and you're going to have a lot more energy. It doesn't matter whether you got it or not. They're going to make you do it. You're going to have a symbiotic relationship with AI because this is the species, or you ain't going to make it. But there will be people who, I'm not having a symbiotic relationship with it. I mean, I kind of have it right now with the cell phone and the YouTube. If you get on the internet or any type of media, you have somewhat of a symbiotic relationship, but it's not embedded inside your being, and it's not reading your thoughts and putting you in jail. But they do have the technology to, with the frequencies, to make a crowd of people angry. The military, I remember watching that a long time ago. Turn a certain thing and you can cause a whole entire crowd of people to have anger. You can cause them to go into a fit of rage. You can. They can do it, you all. They got the technology to do it. So if you look around the news and you see violent mobs, there could be frequency that's being used against these people, and they did it. They were already low vibration. They did it in Rwanda. May, honey, you are a test subject. The military, yes. The jamming, my husband used to do the jamming. He was an electronic security assessment, a 1N671. With the frequency, he had to learn all about the VH, all these frequencies. When I first got married, that was what he cross-trained into that, and that was his career field throughout the military, where he jammed with the stuff. Nigeria, they did it in Noriega. Supposedly they played heavy metal music. Oh my gosh. Earth goat trees, that would drive me up a wall. When I was sitting in the airport with my daughter yesterday, there was this guy. I don't know what language he was speaking. I don't. He looked peaceful. He had his phone on speaker, and he's talking to this woman on the other end, and he is talking so loud. And even when they're talking, trying to tell us about the flights, his voice was way over the flights. He kept talking and talking and talking. I thought, how disrespectful, how rude. You're in this whole entire waiting area of people, and all I can hear is your voice. Your tone of your voice is it is a very irritating tone of voice. It gave me a headache. He went on and on I sat and listened to him for 20 minutes. And the people way on the other side, they could hear him. He didn't care. He did not care. And I thought, you know what? And he was talking about Americans. I could hear him say it too. And he was from Middle East or whatever. I'm sitting there thinking, how would they like it if an American went into their country and they did something that was considered very rude? Would they put up with that? Absolutely not. They would not put up with that. They wouldn't. There's that really gets to me. I don't know if it gets to you too. When you have people all around you, you got your phone on there and that guy is talking really loud. He don't care. He don't care if you want to sit there or you want to look at your phone or you're trying to listen to something yourself with your, no, you could hear him through the earbuds. They don't care. It's like there's a disconnect. I thought, oh my, I had to get up. I told my daughter, I got to get out of here. I had to get up and move because of that. Yeah. It's as a proxy. Wow. It is an intrusion. But you know what? There was that civics class, a visitor from space to, if you could choose 5 rights from your Bill of Rights. I did videos on this. And if you cannot choose which ones you want to keep, choose the ones you want to keep, your new ruler, more or less, will choose it for you. And it said specifically in this civics class, and keep in mind that your new overseer, your new ruler, may not have the same interpretation of privacy that you do. They may not look at it the way that you do. But no, having somebody sit there, he didn't care. This man did not care one single bit. Yeah. And I thought, wow, it'd been different if his tone was a peaceful tone. But no. No. Ah, you are no. No, no, no. That's, yeah. Wire buds. You shouldn't have to put earplugs in your ears or things just in order to sit in peace. You shouldn't. Just think that one individual, and there was over 100 some odd people there, that one individual, he created a whole entire, and there was people from across the room looking at him because they couldn't even hear what was being said either. Just one person, one, doing it. You got to be very careful, you all. You can't have no loud mouths like that. Gina, honey, see I allowed myself to go down into a negative thing just thinking about it. I did. I brought my frequency down like that. But it's just goes to show just a person's tone of voice. They may not have the same morals as you do. They may not feel the same way about things as you do. They may not. And it's going to cause a clashing, like the clash of the titans. The clash of the love on the inside of you. I'm going to bring your frequency down, and I don't care about it because it's all about me, obviously. It's all about them, you are. There are people out there, it's all about them. Others don't matter. They don't matter. And they may be a good person. They really may. Gina, you're talking about a cashless society. I am, but then we got all these other things within this cashless society. We got all these types of personalities and stuff right here. So you got to deal with all of that too. All these other stressors that would come with it. And United States is like a big melting pot. It is. People from all walks of life and stuff. And that's okay. I don't got a problem with it. But I do got a problem when you're not respecting the others around you, their quiet space. No, you're not. Because everybody else was respectful. Yeah. You didn't get near to that guy. You did not. You did not get near to that guy at all. No, you don't. His body language said it all. Totally. Yeah. No, there's some people who would approach, but you shouldn't have to do it. You should not have to do it. And some people, they don't care. Even if you do, they wouldn't care. They wouldn't. Um, some people do respond to respect and empathy, but in some cultures, you all, they're like that. That is their culture. They're ingrained with it. And if he was in around the same people, they're all like that. That same type of culture. They're like that. They can't help it. They can't. Can't help it. Yeah, I am. So, the cashless society. Gina, honey, that's one thing that gets to you. Yes, it is. You are. I don't like loud noises. I don't care where it's coming from. Whether a human being, a TV, that really gets me. Loud TVs, loud music. Like you said, disperse the people with loud music. Loud music. They know, they target the frequency inside your heart, is what they do right there. They want to cause your vibration to go down like that. They do. They want to do it. There's some people who's they can handle it. They can handle all the noise. They can handle it all. And they're okay with that. It's the people who are like peaceful people. Yes. Mmm. Larry, honey, exactly. Your peace, your inner peace is so valuable on the inside of here. And the best thing I could do is just get up and walk away. It's like when you walk into a house and you are not welcome, you are to turn around, wipe the dust off your feet. Walk into a town, turn around and wipe the dust off your feet. I don't go where I'm not welcome. I will not, and I'll sense it. And I hope that you all can sense it too. If you ever been somewhere, you ever went somewhere and you know that you're not welcome, you leave. Why do you want to be in that discomfortness? Why do you want to do it? And why you want to put other people in that? You just leave. You just don't go. Even with your jobs, I mean, you can't leave your jobs when they're like that. Yeah. Yeah, we can overcome it. Yeah, that's right. Peacemaker. We got peacemakers and we got troublemakers. I'm just going to admit it. You got the peacemakers and you got the troublemakers in this world. They'll steer that pot for you. You want peace? Oh, honey, we don't need the peacemaker right now. Gina, honey, step out of the way. You need the troublemaker. I can laugh at that. I can. Now I can turn that guy around. If there was a lot of people around and he wanted to disperse them because they were up to no good, he could talk like that. You do need people like that, you all who do. That's the flip side of it. That's the flip side of it. You need people like that who can make the people scatter. You do. But they need to be able to maintain it. I can picture it now, Gina, honey. You're too kind. You're too loving. You're too peaceful. Get out of the way. Step aside, Gina. I'm gonna show you how it's done. I can take care of that. We can have the troublemakers. You can be a troublemaker and still have love on the inside of you. You just let the troublemaker come out at a certain time, you all. You way you are, but I've got to have my inner peace. I can have a tad bit of trouble, but as long as that tad bit of trouble is only put into action when needed, and then that they can turn back into a peacemaker. Yeah, you can laugh about it, you all. You're gonna need people from all walks of life. You can't have all the same personality. If you're trying to get together with people, everybody can't be all the same personality, because if we all had the same skill set, that's not going to do us no good. It isn't. The same skill set in communication, when you need somebody who might need to have somebody who is a little bit abrasive to get the attention of those people who are abrasive. Having all the same, no, not going to do you no good. Gina, honey, you're repeating yourself. I know it. I know how it works. I do. Yeah. You need You need to look at things differently, you all. You do. And what my strengths may be somebody else's weakness, and their strengths that they have, well, they probably won't be my strengths. I might be very weak in that area. In some instances, I admit there's some situations that I can't deal with. I'm weak in that area, but where I'm weak, somebody else can step up to the plate because they're really strong in that area. That's right. We got to look at it that way. See, I was able to turn it around and not focus on it. You can do it, you all. Yeah, you got to look at the great big picture. Great big picture. Yes. Targeted people are not dark. No, they're not. If you say you're a targeted individual, I hope you don't got some dark tendencies within you, because that is not of the light. It isn't. But there are people who are targeted. They may have dark tendencies within them. Yeah, we're talking about a cashless society. Good morning. Oh, it's good to laugh at ourselves, Debbie, honey. We are living in the last minutes instead of the last days. That's right. And we ran out of time. We have, it's like day to day now. Gina, you need to quit talking. I am done talking. You all been gone for so long. I ran my mouth too long. It's what I've done. Cashless society is here, and it's going to keep accelerating. They won't. You got the machines that don't want to accept cash. You got your credit card. The gas pumps are all. Isn't that interesting? The gas pumps are all credit cards. You can't stick no money in the gas pump. That means you ain't going nowhere. And if the gas stations turn completely automatic and they only accept credit cards, you're not going nowhere in your vehicle. You ain't gonna get no gas. That's right. You're not gonna get no gas for your vehicle for transportation. Yeah. And that's a critical infrastructure. It is. So we just need to be aware. We can't stop what's coming. You can prepare yourself on the inside. You can be a peacemaker. You can be a troublemaker. You can have a variety of skill sets, but don't let your variety of skill sets be an enormous hindrance in your life. Do not let it. Yeah. And don't let the world revolve around you, because if it revolves around only you, you all, you're not gonna, there ain't gonna be no room for nobody else, and then you're gonna be kind of isolated. Yeah. We don't want to be isolated. We want to come together during these times because we need each other. We really do. We got to be there for one another. We got to learn to live together in harmony, you all. That's the key. Live together in harmony. And as long as it is possible, as long as it depends on you, be at peace with everyone and be respectful of others. And we need to learn how to communicate. I could have got up and said to the guy, could you please talk a little bit lower? But I don't know how he would have reacted. It was easier. He was enjoying his conversation, sitting there with his leg crossed, swinging his leg back and forth and wiggling his foot. He was truly enjoying his conversation. And the lady on the other end, she was a laughing and a giggling. He was having a good time. He was. I didn't want to pop his bubble, because I wouldn't want that to be me either. I wouldn't want somebody to do that. So it's okay. I don't want to pop your bubble if you're having a good time. I don't, even though your tone of voice is irritating me, and I'm starting to get a headache, and I'm starting to get really nervous. No, you were happy. He was happy. He really was. And coming back from a trip, I was thinking, no. Oh, well, that's okay. I'm done talking. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful day. And remember, the more the words, the less the meaning. And how does that profit anybody? Really, I talk too much. That's right. That's okay, you all. We can do it. Thank you, Apple Brooks, honey. Thank you, Danny. Thank you to all the moderators. Thank you all for tuning in here. And just be prepared. Right here, I hear a frog. That's okay. Yeah. Hurt on the inside of here. And work through the weaknesses that you got. Try to strengthen yourself up on the inside. Do it. Do it. And grow stronger. And yeah, try to keep that peace. I don't know where that frog is because I can hear it talking. It's somewhere in here. Yeah, I'm going. I'm done talking. Love you.